April.
Gillibrand owed an apology for the misunderstanding of the president's tweet this morning, because many, including the senator, thinks that it's about sexual innuendos.
I think only if your mind is in the gutter would you have read it that way. And so no, Hunter.
No, it's not. When he what he said was open, and it was not mined in the.
He's obviously talking about political partisan games that people often play and the broken system that he's talked about repeatedly. This isn't new. This isn't a new sentiment. This isn't new terminology. He's used it several times before. As I said a few minutes ago, he's used it several times before, referencing men of both parties, in fact. And so I think that if you look back at the past comments he's made, it was very clear what his reference was. Hunter?
Thank you, Sarah. So looking at this issue with the system, the president gave almost $8,000 to Senator Gillibrand over the years. His daughter also gave her $2,000. What specifically did they get for these contributions that she was offering?
Look, I think oftentimes what you do, you're getting access. A member of Congress will take your phone call, they'll take your meeting, and if you're driving something as a businessman that the president may or may not have been driving at any particular point, you can talk to that individual about it, and sometimes they carry your water. That's the reason that we have a broken system. That's a reason that often special interests control our government more than the people do, and that's one of the reasons that this president ran to be president. And it's one of the top reasons I think that he won and that he's sitting in the Oval Office today and Hillary Clinton's not, because he couldn't be bought, and everybody knew that she could, because they'd seen it time and time again.
Is he admitting that he bought access in a corrupt way?
Look, I think he is admitting that he's participating in a rigged system. He said that on the campaign trail. He knows how the system works. I think it would be disingenuous for anybody not to understand that, but at least this president is being honest about the process and his willingness to actually fix it and drain the swamp. Mara?
So Kirsten Gillibrand called for him to resign, and he says over and over again that he's a counterpuncher. So the next day after she does that, he wakes up and you're saying that he's tweeting about the campaign finance system. Is that what you're saying?
I'm talking about the fact that she's controlled by special interest. I'm talking about the fact she's a wholly owned subsidiary of people that donate to her campaign. She's a puppet for Chuck Schumer. I'm talking about a number of issues that she has, none of which make her an independent individual, but more somebody that is controlled by people that help donate money to her cause. That's simply all I'm stating.
What finance reform does the president want?
Look, the president's been talking about the need for us to put a stronger ban on lobbyists participating in the government process. We've taken a stronger ethics pledge under this administration than previous administrations. I think those are some of the first steps and something that we're going to continue working on over the next 7 years. John?
Thanks a lot, Sarah. You're familiar with the president's tweets. He tweets pretty often. In this particular,
I've noticed that too.
Yeah, a little bit. In this particular case, his criticism of Senator Gillibrand was very personal. Why must you criticize in such personal terms? He called a sitting, elected U.S. senator a lightweight. Why go after her in such a personal manner?
I don't think that's all that personal. I mean, if you want to talk about personal, look at the comments that she's made about this president over the last several months. Look, the president is always going to be somebody who responds. We've said that many times before, and he's simply talking about a system that doesn't work for the citizens of this country, and he wants to fix it. Trey?